This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 469, recorded May 18th, 2016. I'm your host, Brian Kilby, and my goodness, I have been away for a week, and everything has changed. And I hear a Transformer transforming.
That's Matt's fault.
Matt! Ooh, that's pretty.
Wait, Matt, why are you touching the Hasbro one when you have the Holy Superior Takara one?
Because the Holy Superior Takara one is in combined mode.
My pile of loot shipped, so I will be getting that hopefully next week.
Well, Matt, just buy a second Grand Galvatron. You're going to need a spare Starscream anyway, a replacement.
I am your host, Brian Kilby. With me, Matt, Don, Diecast, XV, a.k.a. Chris, Rob Clay, and John DeLuna.
A.k.a. John DeLuna.
A.k.a. John DeLuna. So, right now I am recording using my alternate setup because I just moved. Everything is still in boxes, including all of my toys. All of them. Every single one.
I have no idea what that's like.
Yeah.
None at all.
It would be so easy to just dump them all in the river right now.
Wow.
They are burdensome, I have to admit. I have never felt such a burden from moving before.
You know what the problem is? Now that we're adults, like when we were kids, all you had to do was unpack your toys. Now you have to do everything else before your toys get unpacked.
The last time I moved, I was an adult. The time before that, I was an adult. So I think I have less crap than I did than the last time I moved. And it's still a pain in the butt. It sucks. But hey, what are you going to do? Stop? No. Diecast, how long do you think it'll take you to unpack your stuff?
Probably about another month.
Lucky.
Well, that's just because your wife won't let you unpack your own stuff until you finish the rest of the house.
John, we haven't mentioned this much, but you moved recently. How long did it take you to unpack your stuff?
I moved like 3 or 4 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, man, you're getting old.
Oh, God.
The time is speeding up.
Yeah. Well, how long did it take 3 or 4 years ago?
Are you
Some
done
things
yet?
you never unpack. I mean, some things you put in a box and you're like, oh yeah, it probably needs to stay in a box like forever now.
Like, I'm serious. I really think I'm going to display minimal toys. Totally.
That's sad, dude.
I know. Hey, does anybody have anything new?
Diecast, you want to go first?
Okay.
Jealous.
I have to thank Don for this because this was a figure I was kind of on the fence on. Even when I was hitting the order button, I was like, do I really want this? But I got Victorion. She's upside down.
Have you opened it yet?
No, I didn't open it yet. It just came today, and I ordered it yesterday from Hasbro Toy Shop. So I basically got it next
Pennsylvania
day.
to Pennsylvania, that's kind of easy to do.
Yeah, but it still feels nice.
Well, considering how tore up the roads are, you might want to check for parts flying around and
But it's Victorion, and she's.
I like her.
I mean, if she wasn't the fan figure, I probably would have passed. But just knowing the history of the figure, it's like I kind of have to have that in my collection.
You know what's kind of funny? Like, a lot of times I don't open new Transformers just because of the burden of having to figure out how to transform them. It's like, oh god, I don't want to have to take the time to do this. With the Combiner Wars stuff, it's like, oh, I've transformed this 75 times at this point. It's so easy. So it kind of makes it nice because everything is so familiar. I mean, with third-party stuff, I have some third-party stuff that I've had for years that I've never transformed. Like Hexatron, I've never transformed that because I don't want to. It's staying.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah, it's staying in robot mode, and that's probably an easy one. I just don't want to find out.
So real quick on that, are you going to sell him when you get Titan's Return 6-shot?
Probably not. He's really nice looking, and it's more masterpiece-ish, I guess, than very-ish, than the Hasbro version will be. So
Brian's using the word that we usually get yelled at for.
What? Masterpiece
Yeah, he's
ish.
using the M word.
Ish. I didn't say it was masterpiece. I said ish.
Masterpiece style, I always
Masterpiece
say.
style. Yeah, that's fair. Like,
Masterpiecian.
yeah, like there are toys that are definitely in the masterpiece vein, and there's some that are as good as masterpiece toys, or sometimes better. Like,
Yeah, like Citizen Stack.
but the thing is, he's not. He doesn't.
Kronos.
Kronos
No,
does try.
I guess I was purposely not going there.
So, Citizen Stack does not try to be a masterpiece style toy, but I think Kronos does, right? Kinda.
That probably was the design intent with Kronos, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like I can never remember their names, but that Mirage that I have is really nice.
Sphinx? Is it the
It's Sphinx. No,
Or invisible.
no, it's
Sphinx.
Sphinx, not Invisible. Yeah, Invisible is not that great. Yeah, Sphinx is really nice. I would say it's masterpiece quality level.
I mean, that's a Mastermind Creations offshoot, so I'm not surprised it's high quality.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm adjusting my audio. I'm not hearing myself. I don't like it.
Well, going to the other end of the size spectrum, I actually found a new toy in a store this weekend and got Legends Wreck-Gar.
I've seen
'Cause
that
it's
2 or 3
orange.
times.
It's orange.
Yeah. Triplet bought that for me for taking him to BotCon. It was really nice.
Wow, you haul his ass all the way to BotCon, and all he can do is buy you a shitty little $10 toy.
It's the thought that
Thanks,
counts.
Triplet.
Yeah, but it's a crummy thought.
I still gotta try that sometime, though.
You sure do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. What else? I've been gone for a week. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm so tired. So
Yeah, no, see, I like doing the show when Kilby's been off for a week or two, because it's always like this when he comes back.
yeah. So anybody else got anything? I have a new house.
Collectors Club stuff or subscription service
Oh,
stuff.
I saw that on
came
Twitter.
in.
Yeah. So tell me
Yeah.
about that.
I mean, everybody got their. Do you use the French pronunciation? What is this? Grabouche?
Garbage.
Yeah, but he sure is not garbage. I really like him. I really like that paint scheme, and yes, XV. I still really like that mold. I'm that guy. I accept him. For
Somebody
what he is.
has to.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm that somebody. I am the somebody. So I like him.
I like Trailbreaker. That was a good use of that mold.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes all me, but I'm just not interested.
And the color schemes, I mean, the color scheme in a vacuum is really nice. It's a nice concept with purples and kind of a neutral sand and a little bit of teal and a little bit of silver. It was always a nice idea.
I got nothing new.
Nothing.
You got a house?
So yeah, that's true. So Paul just said in the chat. So Brian got the touch. Yes.
Hi, Paul.
Yes. he
Hi,
did.
Paul.
Hey, Paul. Okay. Let's see here. So I just got home. So I guess you guys pulled the show notes together, so I have no idea what's in them. So let's find out together. In this week in history, in 2007, the theatrical trailer for the Transformers is released online, and oh my god, that was the best moment of our lives, right?
Well, it was better than the equivalent moment in 2009.
So I was not.
Well, I hadn't seen the actual movie yet, so
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
So this was a period. This was a period when I was out of the fandom. I hadn't actively participated in the. I mean, I still went to BotCon, but that was to see people and hang out, not to like. I didn't look at AllSpark or whatever was going on at that point. So I have no idea what the critical reception was. So John pre-ordered Pandinus. Nice.
With birthday money and selling a few things and doing some design work on the side, I ended up with enough nickels and dimes.
So I said in pre-show that I'm probably going to cash out some stock to buy some stuff. It's true. But yeah, so I was outside of the fandom at that point, the active online fandom. So I don't know what the reception was to that trailer. What did people think?
I don't even remember.
But were people? I remember people. I
remember being excited at the time because I hadn't seen the actual movie yet.
Yeah. I remember back in the day when people would hang out on the website for, was it Don Murphy?
Yeah, I think so.
The guy who was the producer. And there was all these whack jobs posting and participating in the message boards. It was,
Mhm.
and I just remember him being like acerbic, like when it came to like people's opinions of things that weren't things that he wanted to do. Like he called I remember the phrase "beast crap" whenever people talked about Beast Wars. Yep, and that we got that movie, 2007.
And his movie made $1 billion.
Yeah, I went to go see it in theater. I saw it 3 times. I kind of
The first one holds up.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I actually like it more now than maybe I ever have.
Well,
Not
I mean,
sure
taken
why.
in comparison
Maybe
with
relationship.
the subsequent 3, like you can tell that first one is not trying to reach beyond its means.
Yeah,
Reach
Yeah.
beyond
they
its
had a
means
simple
and
idea,
get your
stuck
face.
to it.
No, it's just like the scale of the first one is so small and like focused on what it's doing. It's not swimming around in its own money bin at this point.
Yeah, it's not riding the. It's not having to deal with the baggage of, oh my God, we made $1 billion.
So Revenge of the Fallen was basically like a Guns N' Roses video, if I remember correctly. It's kind of like, Axl was probably high on cocaine and said, "Hey, let's put dolphins in this movie," and that's kind of what we got.
Let's jump off an aircraft carrier.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jason in the chat just said we applauded when the first movie ended, and he remembered enjoying it a lot. I don't remember people applauding at the end of that. I do remember people applauding at the end of Revenge of the Fallen, and I remember getting really upset and swearing loudly. Telling
You were
people
that guy?
I was that guy.
Ah.
Yeah, I was that guy.
We should all get to be that guy at least once about
Yeah.
something.
I mean,
I definitely remember them. They applauded at the beginning and end of the first movie when I went to the theater.
I could see applauding at the end of Revenge of the Fallen just because you're happy it's over.
If you hated it that bad, you probably wouldn't have stayed all the way through.
No, I did. I paid a lot of money for that ticket, and I wasn't going to just walk out on it.
I'm pretty. So we
Is
started.
that is that
saw
one
it.
of those where you sit there the whole time, like going, "It's got to get better than this. It's going to get better anytime."
No, that was Age of Extinction. Also, well, it's got to end at some point, right?
So-
My uncle, who was one of the nicest, most patient people who had some mild but kind words for Batman versus Superman. About halfway through the fight at the end of Revenge of the Fallen, I saw him looking at his watch a couple times.
Revenge of the Fallen is just a terrible movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's still the one that made the most money.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know at the time. We didn't know.
Nope.
I knew about halfway through that it was not getting any better.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the receipt was in your pocket, sadly.
Yeah.
Money.
I went and saw it in IMAX, too, so they got, like, double money out of me.
I went to go see Dark of the Moon in IMAX. No. Age of Extinction.
Also, just
Wow,
to be,
really?
Also, just to be that guy on this subject, I'm going to say that yes, Revenge of the Fallen made the most money, but the most people having seen Revenge of the Fallen is probably why the subsequent 2 movies did not make as much money.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
But
Well
you
said.
know, but as we've always said in the past, the movie got us money to get stuff that we probably wouldn't have gotten anyway.
I don't know that I
So-
believe that anymore.
Oh, no, I still believe it.
You do?
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, because I don't think we would have gotten near the number of Generations homages or that wide a variety of characters.
It also
Well,
got us like 5 straight years of bumblebees clogging shelves, though.
Well, now, granted, Cyberfire Bumblebee is pretty good.
But remember how
When you attach a laser beak to it, yes.
remember how much stuff came out though in the Unicron trilogy, and good
Yeah, but
stuff.
about 4 times as much of that came out. About 4 times as much came out during Revenge of the Fallen.
But it wasn't good.
And it was still there for a good
Yeah,
3-4
it still
years
came
after.
out.
Yeah.
Well, Revenge of the Fallen did give us one of the best movie toys, Sidearm Sideswipe.
I guess.
Or
so.
Ejector.
Hey, yeah.
No, but I think the movie money, like, it probably helped to finance Generations expanding the way it did, but it also, the movie money in general, it gave them more freedom to be a little more experimental with the line. So you could get things like animated out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
and they
the
could see the
effects-
appetite.
Yeah. The effects were wide-ranging. The hub happened because of movie money.
Which
At
gave us
least.
Prime, which for all of its faults was a good show. It had
For
it-
like,
it-
for like, 1.6 of its seasons.
Okay, let's jump to official news. Hasbro Con. So how's this different than HasCon?
Well, this has the word "bro" in it,
Yeah.
obviously
Bro.
indicating that this is a My Little Pony convention specifically because they're trying to appeal to the bronies.
Bronies, yes.
yeah.
So Hasbro registers possible new convention, trademark, and domain names. Interesting.
Well,
It sounds so much
Hasbro-
better.
Yeah, Hasbro Con's a lot better than HasCon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also you get a better, even if you don't know what the thing is, if you read it in a paper that Hasbro Con is coming, you can think, okay, it's Hasbro toys and it's a convention for all their stuff.
Makes sense.
Whereas HasCon is like, is it a pharmaceutical company? Is it a hazardous transport
Is it
company?
That'd be
Has-beens?
HAZ Con.
Yeah. Like has-beens? Is this like,
Yeah.
Henry Winkler going to be at this? Or
Hey.
Henry Winkler helped produce MacGyver. Come on.
Can we get a competing convention called Matelathon? Like the following, like across
Well,
the street.
no, John, because you'll walk into the front doors and it'll be a big blue room with nothing in it.
Well, it'll just be like closed for repairs, like on day one.
actually,
Yeah.
speaking of Mattel, I had no idea we were going to get classic Ghostbusters figures like at retail.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
that's
kind
the
of
thing.
snuck that one in there.
Yeah. I was
Was-
surprised finding that at my new Walmart this weekend.
Did you get them?
No. $20 each. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, heck, I mean, you can get the Diamond Select versions for $25 at most comic book places, and that comes with the diorama that you can build for the rooftop battle for
I
$5.
know what you guys in on a little secret about Ghostbusters, the originals. It's not that important.
Wow, shots fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghostbusters just does not matter that much in the grand scheme of like movies or pop culture. I'm
But
sorry, it just
it's
doesn't.
such a good movie, though.
Where
Oh,
can
it
they
is.
find you on
It-
Twitter, XP?
And it also gave us the real Ghostbusters.
But I'm just saying it's not, it's not a pop culture institution. It's a very damn fine movie. I'm not arguing that. It's just
I'll tell you
know.
what, though, the Ghostbusters game for the NES is probably the hardest game I've ever played.
Play Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Mystery
Oh
of
my
Convoy.
God. Oh, my-
Mystery of Convoy is just unfair.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a broken game.
I'm not a
joke.
big game person. I mean, I used to be, but
With that,
was one
hair
of
and
those
that
games.
shirt, you totally look like you're the world's biggest gamer. I love it.
Yeah,
That was one of those games I got when I was a little kid because they're like, "Oh, Ghostbusters are popular. Here's a Ghostbusters game." And I was like, "Oh, this game is terrible."
Green Sam in the chat saying play Battletoads. Yes. That is
Yes.
a great game. That's a great one.
Yes, that's another broken game.
It's hard. It's a hard game.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if only we had a video game podcast where we could have discussions like this on a regular basis, John.
You know,
Uh,
I used to
you're
know a
breaking up.
guy who
I'm going through a
hosted
tunnel.
that, but I can't think of his name. John, do you remember that guy?
I don't know. Sounds like a jerk. For leaving everybody. Let's not talk about
I
that
remember
guy.
I remember he had a velvety smooth voice though.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
Green Sam's
couldn't
right.
be
It's not
all
broken.
bad.
It's just hard.
Maybe he had a heart of gold.
Yeah, Battletoads isn't broken. It's darned hard.
Yeah.
I would argue. I don't know. I would argue some levels are busted. They're whack, at least.
Okay, so Transformers figure subscription service for Ruckus or Grabouge, however, not shipping, which we already mentioned.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah, I guess there's photos of TFormers, right? I'll pull those up. What in the world does that sound?
John, you have this in hand, right?
Yeah, I got it. Like
Is there
I
a
don't know.
fire truck or something going on?
I bet
sounds like
that's a fans on
somebody's
Diecast laptop.
Yeah, that probably is the fan on my laptop.
it's a hardcore fan. Anyway, yeah, I got him like I don't know, first, second, third, whatever, something like that. He's nice. He's fine. We're getting another one in like 2 weeks. Like basically from now till the end of the year, we're getting like a toy every 2.5
Yeah, I
weeks.
think first full week of June, they're expecting the next one to go out.
Yeah, insane. hey, what can you do? That's what the contract says. So a new toy,
Yeah.
a couple of toys a month almost at this point.
But then don't they do each billing cycle for the installment plan when in advance of the second, third pairs starting to ship?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
aren't
they
people being
bill-
billed for these every 3 weeks?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it
That's-
breaks out, but they're effectively billing you for 2 toys at a time.
No, but I mean, if they're shipping them that frequently, though, it kind of negates the benefit of the installment plan when
Yeah,
you could conceivably get billed twice in 1 month for the subscription.
So
Indeed.
we have until the end of the month for subscription service 5.0.
The 24th, I think, is the cutoff date.
Shoot, I mean, well, should
the
I do
24th or 26th, somewhere around
Who's
there.
doing it? Who's doing it?
I've already paid for mine.
Anybody else?
I want Megatron and Optimus, but
So I'm just going to put this out there. If anybody wants to unload a counterpunch, for cost or less, also, a needle nose from the current subscription round, hit me up.
Yeah, needle nose would be great.
I need some things.
Okay, something else we were talking about in pre-show. Rumor. Legend series LG31 Fortress Maximus to include new voice clips from the original voice actor.
And maybe some other interesting sounds.
So it's not the dub, so I don't care, right?
Well,
No, you
But
need
if it says transform head on, and we're speculating that it's playing the theme song, I mean that's
yeah, especially the intro music from episode 7 where Fortress transforms for the first time. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I posted this to TFormers as a rumor because so far all of the information about what it may be doing is coming from one site with no corroboration yet. I hope it's true. It sounds really good, but I just wanted to point that out, that we're only getting this from one source, and it is oddly specific, but unless I missed something, we don't have anything more solid than that.
Hey, would the American version, would it have the dub voice saying "head on" like it does?
Brian,
Yes.
if that happens, I will hunt you down.
no that'll be the San Diego Comic-Con version.
Oh, I would love that.
The
Hey,
Star
anyway.
Dubs version.
What you have to wait for is the corresponding Scorponok, because that will have the most important dub line.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna pull the. Let's see here. Here we go. I have to hear it now. Here we go. What?
Nothing.
You wouldn't want that?
Oh,
I
yeah,
want that.
I do.
Yeah.
Head on. Head on.
Well, I was talking about the actual episode music when he
I want this.
transforms.
Now we're going to get a content ID takedown.
Nobody's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I thought you were going to pull up. I thought you were going to pull up a audio from
What's
the
the matter with the
dub.
headmasters? Can't they fight without Chrome Dome?
That's actually a good point. Maybe I should.
Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh.
Fortress Maximus has come himself. Okay. Can you tell?
Just get me some toy that says that, and I will buy it.
In Kilby's voice.
Okay, here's something.
Well, I
that-
wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway. Everybody
Yeah.
sounded the same, Headmaster.
Can you tell I really don't care this week?
Yeah.
But, okay,
Forces are in a fierce battle with the Decepticons in Kanto.
I'm doing this on my phone. I don't care. I love this so much.
It sounds as good as a sound.
Okay.
I love the dub so much.
Sounds like Street Fighter.
Okay,
Here we go.
here's what
Or
I
really
would
weird
like.
porn.
Here's what I would like to have. I would like
Done.
them
Done. Hush.
What's happened to the headmasters? Can't they fight without Chrome Dome? Fortress Maximus has come himself. Okay, then I shall get Fortress Maximus to fight me.
God, what a load of crap!
Oh, God, that is
I have
liquid
seen
gold.
dubs from the time that was much better than that. God. Anyway,
Oh, that's sub Speed Racer grade, but it's hilarious because of that.
one thing.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that.
One thing I wish that I don't know how feasible it is from a legal standpoint, but I wish on a toy like Fortress Maximus, instead of the chip coming preloaded with something,
that it would come itself.
Okay, then
I'm going to
Like
come
a-
through the screen is what I'm going to do. No, I mean it would have some basic stuff preloaded, but I would like to be able, if the chip was blank and you could record directly to the chip for X number of seconds. So, like, if I wanted
So you want a Fortress Maximus Yak Pack?
You want a Fortress Maximus answering machine?
Don, I got it.
I want a Fortress Maximus answering machine now that I like had that concept in my head.
Don, you ever do a Build-A-Bear where they have little voice boxes where you can record a saying and put it in the bear? You just have to get Hasbro to license Build-A-Bear Transformers, and then we could get like a little Fortress Maximus Transformer, and you put the voice chip in it, and you squeeze it, and it goes head on.
Build-A-Bears with Titan Master sockets.
what we need is John's Pandinus to get that little chip in it, so we can record that line from the dub.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Like, Make Toy should have done that.
Yeah, they stole everything else about him.
Anyway, that's what I would like to, that way, like I could play the music because I've got the CDs that have that music on it. And then I could record like a 30-second clip, which would be kind of cool to play back while you're transforming Fortress Maximus.
I mean, it wouldn't be any help to you, Don, but like you can buy the kits with the little sound chips to record on and install in something.
You can go buy yourself probably a recordable greeting card that could do it.
Ooh, love that.
Nice, smart.
Okay, so
As long as it's not the god awful, horrible, burn in hell dub, I'll be happy.
No, it has to be that, Don.
Incorrect, Don. Incorrect.
We're actually going to apply for like a patent on this idea, so that you're legally required if you do this to use the dub. We're going to exert licensing rights over it.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great idea, the Build-A-Bear Transformers.
I would probably do that, honestly.
I think Don's crying.
Nah, it's just all this talk about horrible things like the dub is setting off my allergies apparently.
So let's see here: Transformers Legends, Takara Tomy, Titans Return, High Res Images, Fortress Maximus, Blaster, Galvatron, and more. So what's the most impressive looking new image that we have in this gallery?
This blaster looks so much nicer than the Hasbro one.
hand,
Unfortunately,
Especially the legs.
the pre-orders are like $75 for it. So
That's because it's like it's like 8,500 yen retail in Japan. So
Wow.
yeah, so I'll deal with my Hasbro one for a while.
yeah, the Hasbro will be fine.
I need to check to see if I pre-ordered this. I don't honestly remember if I did. I probably didn't.
Pre-ordered which?
Blaster.
So I like in some ways that Takara Fortress Maximus looks pretty nice. In other ways, though, boy, does that look plain.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is admittedly accurate to the original toy,
Yeah.
but it's also not 1987 anymore.
Yeah. Well, maybe with the lack of success for the Encore Fortress Maximus, they may have decided to, if it does have the electronics, maybe they're trying to just balance out the two. They're adding these potential electronics, and they're cutting back on the paint. Even though that Takara usually doesn't do that, they might be just trying to make it a bit more.
No, I think they're just
affordable.
going for animation accuracy on this.
Is this Galvatron anime colors? Is that what it's supposed to be?
No, this Galvatron is Takara Tomi's monitors are slightly out of adjustment colors. On the other hand, though, like that color on Galvatron does not offend me, and I like its paintwork in general, so I've decided to go for that instead of the Hasbro one outright.
I mean, it looks to me like the. I may be misremembering because I don't have it, but it reminds me of the eHobby version.
Actually, yeah, the shade is
Yeah.
actually pretty similar to that. I saw that one recently for some reason. I can't remember even why that came up.
BotCon?
No, I mean like in the last week.
Oh.
Somehow that came up and where I ended up seeing a picture of it. No, I like the deco work on the Takara one better, and I'm fine with that. That color independently is actually fairly pretty. It's not the most accurate Galvatron color, but I like it anyway.
Didn't you like the yellow Beast box too?
Yeah, that's on the Takara Weird Wolf, which I also am keeping my pre-order for now that I know what LG30 is.
Let's see here. I'm trying to pull up the Fort Max photos, but there's so many. Actually, I don't see the Fort Max photos. How many are there? Just one?
Should be a few.
Oh, up front, first thing. No wonder I don't see him. Okay. Hey, I'm Rusty. Okay, so
Yeah.
that sure is a Fort Max.
Uh-huh. I'm hope I as much as I hate stickers, I kind of hope it comes with like a sticker sheet or something just to up detail it a little bit.
So, do we think Takara is going to recolor this as something else later on?
What
Well,
could
Japan-
they other than
Brave
Okay,
Max, Grand
so-
Max,
Brave Max or Grand Max, yeah.
or anything.
Japan kind of loves its Master Force, and there's already a toy they can use as Jinrai. We know there's an
Darn
Overlord coming. So all they need to do is add a Scorponok mold, and you'd get the big four toys if they recolor Fortress Maximus as Grand Max.
That would be great. Maybe we could get a Metal Hawk too. Like, no joke. I would love that.
You know
Yeah,
what? We're getting an Overlord. Nothing is out the window at this
And,
point. I don't think.
like in all seriousness. So we have Combiner Wars. We have Titan's Return. Whatever the hell the next line is, we could have Pretenders.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? Get a Metal Hawk out on it. That would be fantastic.
Or we might get really nice pretenders, like the pretender shells that transform and have a robot inside too.
The double Pretenders.
Actually, what's the chance in Titan's
Mega.
Return that Don might get his Minerva?
I don't think that's very very far out there, honestly.
No.
At this point, I think we'll see a Titan's Return maneuver before we see the Function X one.
Yeah.
I forgot
Well, the
that was a
Function X
thing.
one doesn't exist anymore, Don.
Well, that makes sense then. Okay, so Transformers 5 has a title, The Last Night. So of course that's Optimus, right? That's what.
No,
It's not.
no.
I thought Optimus was The Last Night.
He
Did you
is.
read this?
No.
There was a story out there talking about if you look at the font is brand new. The Last Night, what they're saying and rumors are the Last Night is a reference to Rom, who was the Last Night.
Yeah,
that-
that's a rumor.
Is how Rom is going to come into play, and if you look at the
that's
font,
that's what your tweet meant earlier, or your email,
Yeah.
or whatever it
Email.
was. Yeah.
yeah, that's why this week is Radio Free Cyber Rom.
Wait a minute, ROM in Transformers?
No.
That's a rumor. It's not
Apparently
going to
gonna
happen.
be the-
No,
well,
that doesn't make any sense.
they're rumoring that that's going to be a tie-in.
Well, I mean, they can always have him cameo on some. If Optimus is in space looking for the Quintessons or whoever, and there's a cameo from ROM, I could kind of see that.
But the movie's not named after Rom.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to have ROM. They
Even
would have
if he was
announced
in there,
if they
what
wanted.
does that mean?
Yeah, and if they were going to tie all these other things they're trying to make into movies into Transformers, which is their biggest thing, they would have told their investors they were tying it into that and not G.I. Joe.
That makes sense. I agree with that.
Well,
ROM's not going to be in the frickin' movie.
This would be a
get more
good
attention
way
if he was.
to
Yes, he would.
Yeah,
tie,
people would
to,
actually
you
see
know,
him.
launch that next franchise. Put him in the biggest movie franchise that they have.
So
Yeah, I'm not saying that having Rom make an appearance in a Transformers movie is a bad idea in a marketing sense,
Yeah.
but it will never be in a capacity where they would name the movie after him.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going with.
I was
Yeah.
just saying it's a hint. It's I don't know. That was
Even-
the
even if he's
rumors
in
online.
there, I mean, what does it even mean? Like I say, like they could come out and say, "Hey, Cyclonus and Scourge are in this movie." What does that mean? They're going to be on screen for 45 seconds total and get their head blown off
Yeah.
at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. That's what that means. So great.
Yeah, and that would be the scariest thing if they did tie anything else into Transformers, since they have to go and try and make another franchise out of that. It would get treated better than 90% of the actual Transformers characters that have ever appeared in these movies.
If they ever do put Cyclonus and Scourge in the live action movies, I hope Cyclonus is more based on Armada Cyclonus.
That would be great.
Why?
Here's a scary picture of Optimus Prime to haunt your dreams, by the way.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
He's giving you his face.
Yes.
He can keep it.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
He's
Also,
been
I like-
terrifying for 7 years.
I like the headline on the next story.
Which is Transformers 5. Oops, crap. Clicked the wrong link. Transformers Last Night invades Cuba. Base says production to begin filming this week. Nice. Yeah. That sure is happening. So what? So it's filming in Cuba.
Apparently.
What's more important? Well, what I think is more important about this. Before we'd heard the production started in early mid-June, but apparently, according to this,
That's
they're
not
going to be
true.
filming in Cuba starting next week. So
Interesting.
They can probably blow up stuff over there for real, and it'll just be part
oh
of the
yeah,
mission.
I'm sure Cuba has no like safety standards that they have to adhere to near as much as they do.
The last time
Shooting
the
in
word
Chicago or whatever.
the last time the word "bay" was associated with Cuba, nothing good happened.
That's true.
So
Very nice,
let's not go that route again.
Okay, so we have a picture of Unite Warriors Bruticus.
Okay,
The
all right.
box.
Okay, I gotta ask you guys. Okay, now to me, that looks Blastoff looks orangey brown. But I've also been told maybe my monitor is way out of sync. But that's an awful lot of orange in that brown.
Well,
Looks
it's more
brown
that,
to me.
It's more that Takara's monitors are a little off.
Okay,
Much like with their Galvatron color.
Oh,
they're having some shading problems, it seems like.
So this is a photograph of a monitor. That's why you have that what looks like a reflection of a light in it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that all of the monitors at Takara are a little off so when they go like to get
The
color
colors.
samples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in this photo, if you look at it, there are 3 lines that look like they could be fluorescent bulbs.
There are 3 lights.
There are 4.
5.
Yeah, well, they're according to the Cardassians. Yeah.
Okay, so what I would suspect with this, being a photographer myself, the light gray background material is reflective to some degree.
Gotcha.
And the angle of the picture is such that it's picking up the ceiling lights.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, when I saw this picture, it's like, that's awful orange for Blastoff.
Yeah, it is. It's very caramel.
Yeah.
It should be more of a chocolate.
Yeah, it's almost a copper kind of color, isn't it?
Almost, yeah.
But I mean, if they're going for the match on the chest plate, that looks a little bit darker than the arm, so it might be a lighting problem.
Yeah, because it could be it's kind of like the arm Blastoff arm is blocking the light from hitting the chest plate.
No,
which is
no, the light's too even for that. No, just the plastic colors on Blastoff look a little bit too light.
Yeah, and probably the chest plate looks darker because that's probably all paint as opposed to plastic. So
I would really assume that. Yeah, I mean,
gotcha.
I don't really mind Blastoff looking like that because Vortex is not like cartoon accurate, especially either. It's very pretty, but it's not like media accurate, especially.
So what are they basing the Vortex on? Because he's not show accurate.
It's very similar to the Japanese Dark of the Moon Vortex that came out.
Right.
That's a weird choice.
Yeah.
Well, is it any weirder than Hasbro painting G-Axis orange? Because that was the first toy they found in their archives when they looked up G-Axis?
I suppose not, but if just how they have been trying for some level of animation accuracy with the Unite Warriors stuff, that kind of weirds it up a little.
On the other hand, I'm glad they went this way because it's very distinct from the Hasbro one and looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Hey, you know what you should do? Go to tfradio.net/Amazon because of stuff. It'll help pay for the show. And
Pick up
things.
Victorion.
Yeah, Victorion right now is $102.
About 103, yeah.
Yeah, 102 with free Prime shipping. You can find that at tfradio.net/Victorion.
Also, keep an eye up this week because Groove was up briefly and had a ship date of the 20th, I believe.
I have been checking about every 3 hours.
So that may indicate when the listing will go live for real.
Yeah. But Victorion is $103 right now. Superion, G2 Superion, $74.70, and Combiner Wars Minosaur is $90.24. So, and of course, you don't have to just get Transformers. You can get anything that you want. Toilet paper you gotta go. When you go, think of us.
Buy a gross of toilet paper
Buy a
from Amazon
gross
using
of
tfradio.net/Amazon.
Yes. Oh, Jason says that he ordered Groove when he first popped up.
Yeah, Hey
Cool.
Mickey was able to get one when it popped up briefly on Monday too.
Nice.
That's lucky. I
Yeah.
wish I would have known.
Diecast, you'll have plenty of opportunity
Yeah.
to get Groove when it goes live
Yeah.
for real.
I gotta get
And-
my groove on.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but somebody has, it's a third party seller on Amazon right now, has Combiner Wars Technobots box set. It says it'll be available on October 30th. I guess they're just guesstimating.
Yeah, the actual sell date for that is September 15th. Last I heard.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's and Brian, I was double checking on Monkey Primal.
Yeah.
You're the Monkey Primal.
Yeah.
It's jumped from 52 back up to 88.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, the prices fluctuate sometimes. So if you see something like that, jump on it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we would really appreciate it. It helps us out. Helps pay for the show. TFRadio.net. Click on any of our Amazon links, or just go to TFRadio.net/Amazon. If you're interested in Victorion, it's TFRadio.net/Victorion. Superion is TFRadio.net/G2, and G2 Minosaur is TFRadio.net/Minosaur. Thank you, Amazon. We love you. I really love you. I got my first shipment in the new house today, and my new home is eligible for same-day shipping.
Ooh.
I know. I'm going to go broke. Okay, TFRadio.net/Amazon. So, let's see here. Third-party news. Unique Toys Sorter, not Sandstorm. We have more photos. It's trying so hard.
The helicopter mode looks really nice.
It does.
I like it better now than I did initially, but that car mode.
I want to
Ugh.
like it. I really do. I'm not.
I do too. Well, see, when they showed off Provider in color, I knew I had to get Provider because that's a great looking Octane in all three modes. Sorter is not quite hitting on all. It's just not quite there for me. But
Yeah, I feel nothing.
I do like the robot mode though.
I like the top. I like the head. I like his face. He's got a good face. He's got a solid.
He's got a great personality.
Yeah, got a good soul. He's a good person. I like the helicopter.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, bless him.
Bless
But-
his little mechanical
yeah,
heart.
Yeah. Whoa. Actually, I think I like the helicopter. I don't know. Actually, I think I want to see it in person before I judge.
Oh.
And I think the most charitable thing I can think of to say about the car mode is that it looks like it would be a particularly elaborate stage in like a late 80s, early 90s Capcom game.
Oh yes. Oh nice.
I can see
Okay,
having to
yeah.
scale the side of that thing while things shot at you.
Yes. Yes. Well, like Venom is throwing like barrels of oil at you or something.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Love that. It's very true.
And there's very few things more 90s than Venom.
Yeah.
No, there's
Except
Carnage.
for Carnage.
Yeah.
Carnage is more 90s than Venom.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
God. Okay, so there's that. Hey, was there news about was it Unique Toys Galvatron? Didn't something pop up about that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is
Not
it?
that I've
Sovereign?
seen.
Is it Sovereign? That's the name, or is that somebody else? I thought it was Unique Toys.
Huh?
Is
I
it
haven't
Fans
seen
Toys?
anything.
Fans Toys, that's it. Yeah, so I thought I saw news or something on Facebook about Sovereign.
You may have. I haven't seen anything.
I didn't run across anything like that, so I don't really.
Are we still thinking that it looks okay?
I never thought it looked okay.
Okay, because I really want a third-party Galvatron.
You have one. It's called Mania King.
I want a good one, and so I guess I'll go ahead and get the DX9 version.
Tyrant.
Yeah. Actually, I have the DX9 Warren Pocket version on the way. So that's a good one, too.
It's not Masterpiece, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it's Legends, which is better. If I gotta pick a scale, I'm going to Legends, dude. Love these
I
I
Legends.
mean, I can't really blame you on that. I can't blame
Yeah.
you.
I just can't. It's not intricate enough for me.
My Cosmos that I had as a kid that survived 32 years of me.
32 years of being owned by Brian Kilby.
Yes.
Let's make that clear.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. 32 years of me.
Cosmos is great. He's a crappy toy. He's great.
If
But
I didn't risk you not being able to come back online, I would hang up on you right now.
Yes. I agree.
Okay, so
Sidecast, there's gonna be a point in your life where you just can't take the intricacies of Masterpiece style design anymore, and you will be begging for Legends.
I love
Trust me, I know this.
I love
I
Legends.
know this for a fact.
So Carnifex, aka MMC's not Overlord, we have a price on it and everything now. It's less than $200. And it's
185. I was
Yeah.
surprised.
and it's up for pre-order, and it's nice.
And as big as it is,
It looks-
that's a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Hexatron earlier. It is Poseidon's Hexatron. So he's, what, a foot tall?
He-
14 inches?
Yeah, pretty much the same size as the G1 toy,
Man.
which is big.
He's about an inch, couple inches shorter, according to this photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hexatron was pretty big himself, so
So I mean, obviously, this is more inspired by like the comic and all that. But
Yeah.
I prefer the look of the G1 toy.
Well, and I'm hoping when the Hasbro one comes out, it will be more toy-oriented than comic-oriented, because I would prefer that also, because Master Force is what makes me care about Overlord.
Yeah.
And Hasbro's definitely on a toy accurate kick right now, so
Yeah.
I guess if it comes down to it, probably, even if Hasbro puts like an IDW head on their Overlord, Takara will have
Right.
an animation head on it.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
And
Yeah.
Carnifex looks awesome, but it's not the Overlord that I love. So, but
Pretty much.
I'll still take it. You know.
I do love that Overlord, but I don't need two Overlords, so
Yeah. Well, see, here's my thing is I'm fine right now with the American Titan Master stuff, but it's like because, but if they get to start doing Master Force stuff in Japan on a regular basis, I'm screwed. I really, as much as I love Master Force, I am screwed.
I feel you, Don. I feel you.
So, Toy World's Not Dirge and Ramjet MP scale figures revealed. This makes little sense to me, considering that Takara is probably going to start making more Masterpiece cone heads.
yeah.
On the other hand, that Ramjet they made wasn't that great.
It's okay.
I've heard this-
I will buy the masterpieces, but I will admit it's a flawed mold.
Yeah, it's
Very flawed
it's
mold.
dated as can be, but
Ramjet had some QC issues, didn't he?
And
yes,
assembly errors, I think.
yeah, mine didn't, fortunately.
So hopefully,
I've never tried to transform mine, so I don't know.
No, I mean, Takara really needed to start from the ground up and just make a new Seeker mold for the cone heads, because they were fairly different designs in the show, being original for '85.
And then what they're going to do is they're going to upscale the Generations mold to Masterpiece and paste them around that. So we'll get that same transformation in a Masterpiece version.
Can
So
you hang up on Don?
So Iron Factory Toys IF EX15 Soul Reaper, which is their not Black Shadow.
Which is heavily based on the Generations toy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's interesting.
Which they just got in Japan not all that long ago for the first time.
Last year, yeah.
What was that? Okay.
So this is Legend scaled, right?
Yes.
That's amazing.
It's really nice looking. I like what they did with the wings. It may just be the photography. They look like semi-translucent.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks nice, but I have the deluxe version of this, so
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like this design, the way they redesigned it looks really nice. I would probably buy it as a large deluxe size figure.
Sorry, people, I'm shuffling through these too fast. I'm slowing down.
Well, I did so a few years ago. So
No, but yeah, I know. I have that too. I actually have a second one because I wanted part of it for custom.
I have a second one
which I
because
never get around
I
to.
think I bought one from Don, even though I already had it, because I didn't remember.
No, but if they did something like, Beast Wars Mega Size, this specific design that Iron Factory came up with, I would probably be pretty interested in it, because while Generations Thunderwing and Black Shadow are a decent mold, they are still products of their time.
they are. Well, Wei Jiang, if you're listening, here's a thing to upscale.
Well, apparently they're doing quite well with their evasion mode Optimus, and because all the auctions you see, a fair amount of quantities have been sold.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have it. He's nice.
I've got one on the way.
Oh, yes. Green Samo one in the chat asked Diecast, did you ever combine your knockoffs?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay.
Are you afraid to?
No.
Well,
No.
which one? Oh, the Feral
Predacons?
Rex.
Yeah.
You should probably do a video of that when you do. I think people
Yeah.
want to see that.
Oh
Yeah.
well, I mentioned the week when he brought those up. There's a lot of people out there I think is on the fence about those being KOs, but with them being from that company and the Evasion Mode Optimus getting such good word of mouth.
No. I don't think the Feral Cons are from them.
Oh, okay. I thought they were.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
The Toy World Throttle Bots are from them.
Oh,
Okay.
So, yeah. Toy World Throttle Bots, too, just like Toy World, we have this big gap between the first three figures and the last figures.
Got to keep it accurate, you know.
Gotta
Yes.
keep it accurate. Okay, let's see. What else is on TFormers this week?
Okay, well, someone has done a custom of Combiner Wars Exhaust, of course, based on Wheeljack, which looks pretty decent. Also posted a photo of a custom the other day of Dinobot based on the Generation Springer mold. That looks really, really nice. I've also put up my final review of Kids Logic Machinations Devastator, which, if you heard me talking about it on the show last week and being basically positive about it, I really recommend you watch this all the way through, because during the review process, some new information came to light.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Serial oops. So that quite a few parts issues on that. And some major issues of fragility that kind of soured me on what is otherwise a really nice toy. And also, of course, XV is continuing his Victorion reviews, and Rust Dust went up yesterday.
Victorion itself should be soon.
Cool.
I can render video a lot faster now.
Yes.
Awesome. Congratulations on the new computer.
Thank you.
Yay.
I probably should have mentioned that in what we got this week, but
Hey, Okay, let's jump to question/feedback. This is from YouTube. Nightwing Num 1. Okay, so this question is for Headmaster Don. You have said on more than one occasion, on more than one show, how we don't need another Devastator, but defended the Masterpiece Cheetor figure. In defending the Masterpiece Cheetor figure, you said that Beast Wars fans deserve a decent version of Cheetor. But you would condemn Masterpiece collectors to having that hollow Tonka toy. Tonkas weren't hollow, were they? Titan-class Devastator. Now we're getting two Masterpiece-scale Devastators, one of which looks like the G1 cartoon characters. Now the question, what is the difference between people being up in arms about Cheetor and your opinion of needing a good Devastator? ? If you do not respond to this question, I must assume that you're a hypocrite. Oh, wow. I didn't know that was in there. And we'll have to reconsider watching both the podcasts you are on. P.S. Not all of us have Devastators yet because we have not found one we like. As for myself, I will be getting the Toy World one. Don, the gauntlet has been thrown down. You don't want to be a hypocrite, do you?
No, I basically was saying that with all the Devastators we have pre-Combiner Wars and these new ones coming out, we're kind of getting a Devastator fatigue on this one character and the multiple iterations. I was just basically saying I hope after these Devastators are done, the companies can move on to another combiner, because there's still plenty of combiners in the U.S. and in Japan that need some attention, that it may be a while before Takara gets to it. However, there's not any Cheetors, and this is a Beast Wars anniversary year, so again, I'm just defending the Cheetor because it's the anniversary year. We need some more Masterpiece Beast War figures out there because there's nothing to pick from unless you have Generations Cheetor. And like I said last week, that's not something you want to inflict on your fellow fan. That is not goodwill. That is bad will. But we have enough. We have a lot of Devastators to choose from, and that, you know, it's time. I would like to see the third-party companies, after these are done, move on. And then if they're going to do more Devastators, let's get some G2 colors in there just for some variety. So they're really not the same thing. It's just the fact that there are no Beast War toys out there to choose from. So we need at least another one out there for the fans. There are plenty of Devastators to pick from. And I'm hoping the companies will move on after they're done.
So it seems like his question is in respect, not about like your G2 stuff, but specifically with Cheetor, having a version of Cheetor and a Devastator. I don't know. Last time I checked, the number 1 was a lot less than 100 trillion. So we have like 100 trillion Devastators, and we're getting one Cheetor. I don't. This literally makes 0 sense.
So, Don, I want to ask you a question here. Now, I mean, I fully agree with you that, you know, third-party groups need to give Devastator a little bit of a rest. But let's say Takara lost their minds and decided to devote an entire year of their Masterpiece line to nothing but making legitimate Masterpiece Constructicons. Would you... I'm not saying you've condemned the third-party Devastators, but, like, you know, would you look on that negatively or as adding to the saturation, or would you take that as being a separate thing because it's an official Masterpiece Devastator they're offering?
It's another Devastator, but it is from Takara, who owns the license. So it's going to be...
They own the toy. There's not a license.
Well, they own the toy, and it's in the Masterpiece line, which means it'll have a certain scale and a certain aesthetic, meaning it will fit in with the other Masterpiece toys. I wouldn't hold it against being made at all. I was just saying in the third-party realm, that's a lot of Devastators to pick from, and I would like to see them move on. But if Takara does do a Masterpiece actual Constructicons that combine when you're done in six months or however long it takes, that's another option.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that Takara themselves have said that they're not, or Hisashi Yuki, I believe, said they're not doing this, that the Devastator we got is as close as they're ever going to get to a Masterpiece Devastator, and it was designed with that in mind. So, you know.
And I think that meant size-wise is really what they meant by we designed this, you know, to be a Masterpiece Devastator.
Yeah.
As much as they could, which probably only was in size.
And for the price point, now again, I don't have the Japanese version, but for the price point of Combiner Wars Devastator, there's a lot of toy in those 6 figures. Granted that some of them are a little limited because of the design necessities for the combined mode, like long arm not having arms, you know, other than just, you know, I mean, not having elbows and, you know, it only being long haul. Sorry, thanks. So I mean, yeah, there are some balances and counterbalances, but it's still a pretty solid toy for the price at what you're getting size wise too.
No, I think what the listener says is, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, another Devastator," but they're doing them in different size classes a lot of times. Like now, there's 2 that you can kind of say are in Masterpiece. You know, Hulky, the DX9 one, that was a Legends one. The Make Toys one, was that Make Toys that did that one? That was a Classics. I guess
Giant.
Giant could fit in like Classics line.
Yeah, it's
and
just
Hercules, I'm not really sure where he would. He kind of doesn't really fit in anything, does he?
His individuals are about Voyager sized.
Yeah, and I would say he'd be like a Classics upgrade. To me anyway, he would fit on a Classic shelf. As a new interpretation of a G1 Devastator.
So yes, we do have a lot of third-party Devastators, but there's really only 1 or 2 per, you know, size class.
Which
But
is usually
you still have plenty of options to find a Devastator you like. Myself, I am not a I never got into Beast Wars. But I think it's great that Beast Wars fans, which I know there are a lot of, actually have a rare option here to get an updated Beast Wars figure. I mean, there are all different kinds of fans. Everybody deserves the chance to get their favorite characters updated.
Yeah,
and I think it's worth mentioning we've gotten other variations on the Constructicons, you know, whether or not they were the G1 Constructicons. We have gotten versions of them since 2008. We've gotten one Cheetor since 2008. And even though it's the same molds, we got 3 Devastators technically just last year officially.
Yeah.
The 2 Hasbros and the Takara. We're still only getting one Cheetor this year as far as we know.
Yeah. And I'm not trying
That
to
you
slam...
have to import.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And even I'm sorry, Don, let me just cut in with this one last thing. And when we talked to the Hasbro people at BotCon about the anniversary of Beast Wars, their response was, well, you can import the Optimus Primal. So there are not any Hasbro options probably coming for the anniversary of Beast Wars. So yeah, there's not going to be a lot of choices there for Beast Wars fans compared to, you know, the myriad of Devastator options.
Right. Plus also, if you're a G1 fan, and there are combiners that you want that you think are going to be way down Takara's list, Landclaws, for example. We are getting a Dino King, but maybe you want a Dino King in a smaller size, like in the Hulky, to go with more like the Monstructor original size figure, or maybe at the smaller size they could have shells. You know, there's that. You know, there's going to be you may want some of the UK figures. Turbo Masters, things along those lines that we haven't seen before. Target Masters, we're getting a Point Blank with third party Target Master, and I'm sure people want more Target Masters. So I'm just saying that I'm just hoping the third parties move on to some other characters, because we're getting Devastator and Dinobot fatigue right now.
Dinobot colored
and
Devastator.
Predacons. And Predacons.
But Don, you're a hypocrite, so that's the only thing that I'm kidding. Obviously not.
No, there's no hypocrisy here because it's completely different things.
Yeah.
And I hate slamming a toy, and I don't like doing it unless it's something really bad.
Diecast, don't say it.
Like something like something from Energon, like any random Energon Autobot. But Generations Cheetor is just really not a good toy.
No, it's not.
It's not. It is. It looks good in packaging because it's pretty, but that's
also
really
it's in beast mode, which is the best state of that toy.
Right.
Yes.
So, and again, I'm saying that literally is the only Beast War, the most recent Beast War mass release figure we've gotten,
and that's still from 2008.
Yeah. So, you know, and with Cheetor, we're going to get, as we said,
well,
you know, there's
wait. Beast Wars mass release figure. Hold up. We got
get
Rat Trap recently. We got Rhinox recently. Yeah. I just want to throw that in there. I'm not.
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Waspinator. You forgot Waspinator.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I blanked on those. Okay. But I was thinking
even that was over 2 years ago now.
Yeah, I was just thinking specifically Cheetor is what I was just focusing on.
Yeah.
So you know, we need a good Cheetor, and if we can get in the Masterpiece line, now here's the big question: is it going to be flocked or not?
Yeah. So
please do a Megatron. I really want a Masterpiece Megatron.
I want third party to focus on Beast Wars because I could use like 3 or 4 Bantors right now. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you know, hey, look at Carniflex, okay?
Carniflex?
Well, anyway.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, look at him. Now, imagine that sculpting and level of detail for Tigerhawk.
That'd be awesome, Don. Or a Tigerhawk, the style of Leonidas, would actually be pretty nice, too, I think.
You mean a Zoid?
Yes. Basically, I mean a Zoid. Yes. Yes. True. Oh, God. Okay, so let's see here what else we got. Hey, that's it.
Like, if third party jumped on Beast Wars, I would like to see Iron Factory do it.
Oh, yes. That'd be great.
Well, see, you know, we've all talked about it. All the fans have talked about it through the years. What third party needs to do, and it's not ape, no pun intended, not to ape Hasbro all the time, but do stuff that Hasbro and Takara is not going to do. With Hasbro not having a known quantity of anything planned for Beast Wars, and it looking very limited from Takara, this is the third party's chance to fill in a lot of major gaps
Yes.
in coverage.
Instead of trying to beat Takara to the punch by doing
Just-
Masterpiece characters that we know we're going to get official versions of.
do
But,
who,
well,
do who
will
we
it
ain't
sell?
getting.
Will it sell? That's the question. Third party needs to
Well,
do what they know.
There
will
are a
sell.
lot of Beast Wars fans
Yeah,
out
and
there, dude.
the Beast Wars fans are people with money and nothing to throw at it.
So let's just break it down like this. How many third-party toys do we think comes out for like a popular toy? 2,000.
Too many.
Maybe, but like maybe 2,000 toys in a run. There are way more people. There are way more Beast Wars fans who would buy stuff than. Look at the age range. Like when.
Well, they're starved for content too. I mean,
Uh-huh.
So
for the love of God.
So Beast Wars fans are about 12 years. You could say 12 years or so younger than G1 fans if you had to segregate them. So 12 years ago would be 2004. Like, look at the prices Transformers are going. G1 stuff was going for on eBay in 2004, because you had a bunch of people who were their mid-20s with some disposable income and wanted to buy stuff.
Yeah.
That's where Beast Wars fans are right now. There's just money left on the table that these companies could go after if they wanted to.
I love the money left on the table.
Like,
That's a Donism, I know.
yeah. Well,
I assume that was on purpose.
Yes.
Like, for example, we've seen the third-party Azaleas, the Mastermind Creations, the Azalea, the Arcea likes. Imagine a Black Arachnia.
Yeah.
Not the motorcycle Black Arachnia that we got a couple of years ago, but an actual Beast Wars Black Arachnia, a Beast Wars Silverbolt. Heck, Masterpiece Break.
So
Give us like some Masterpiece level quality figures. Big Convoy.
Yeah, give me a big convoy that I can actually transform.
So I just want to say this. So major retailers, major companies are targeting millennials, not middle-aged people. So that's why starting next week we're going to have a millennials podcast, all about Beast Wars and Unicron Trilogy. So we're going to start that. XV, you're hosting.
Like, I despise that you're calling it a millennials podcast because I hate that classification, but I can't argue with the content. So conflicted.
You should do it. You should do it.
No.
So basically,
Could we just do it about the Armada video game? Because that's a really good game.
Crossover with new Soundwave that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. So basically, and to sum everything up, in my opinion, if third party could take the initiative and go to Beast Wars characters and Beast Wars content, that way they wouldn't be fighting for a bigger piece of the pie. They would have the whole pie.
They'd be making the pie bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Cheetor likes pie.
Cheetor likes pie. Okay, so if you want to reach us, or if you want to leave an obnoxious comment on YouTube, you can absolutely do that. Or you can email us at contact@tfradio.net.
Got so many obnoxious comments on YouTube this past week.
Yeah, or leave us a voicemail at 931-99-GOBOT. That's 931-994-6268. And there's lots of ways to reach us on Twitter at TF Radio. You can reach me personally if you don't like me at BKilby. And Don, if somebody wants to call you hypocrite on Twitter, how do they do that?
I can be yelled at HMRC 4 EVR.
I'm not going to ask XV Diecast. How about you?
I'm at Diecast 2, but I only like good things. So if you have something bad to say, just contact Chris.
Yeah, there you go. Rob.
I am at RAC2750 and at Flail Throughs, and if you want to come call me a hypocrite, come see what Twitter Rob is like, please.
And John.
That John D.
Awesome. Okay, that's it for me this week, I guess. We'll be back.
Nobody needs to know my Twitter because I'm like Twitter Rob with no provocation.
Hey, John,
That's
does
why I'm not
Soundwave
on
have a Twitter? Hey, John, does new Soundwave have a Twitter?
Yes, it does, actually.
It does?
Yeah, there's a new Soundwave Twitter.
Well,
I'll
I'll
have to tweet
be,
at that.
it's got a Twitch channel.
Yeah, I don't have it connected to our tweet deck anymore because what am I going to tweet? Haven't had a show in 3 years. Yeah, but
Still haven't had a show in 3 years.
I know. Hey, but if you wanted to tweet at Chris, he is at ChrisRTXV.
Wow, you finally found it for once.
I pulled it up. I mean, I know what it is. I follow you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you've tried in the past to just call it off the top of your head and get all the letters wrong.
Yeah, I know. At Chris RTXV. What's the RT stand for?
Those are my initials.
Oh, Chris. Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking like Chris retweet XV. Ooh,
I mean, even I read it that way when I see it, so I mean, I understand that.
yeah. Hey, you've crossed 500 followers.
I did, and I didn't even notice.
That's awesome. You've tweeted 91,000 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to do something interesting for 100,000. Although I'll forget to notice that too, so it doesn't really matter.
How many times have I tweeted at this point? God, it's like way too many.
I bet mine is a lot less.
12,108.
Mine is at 0.
Yeah.
So
I think 90,000 something tweets in the course of going on 7 years now is, not unreasonable.
I've been on Twitter now since May 2008. Wow. Wow, this is my 8th year on Twitter. God help me. Okay. We'll see later. Don, did we give you? Yeah, we gave you.
Yes, we gave Don away.
We gave Don away. Darn that Don. Okay, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye, y'all.